Am I wrong for refusing $25,000 from my controlling mother-in-law? Am I the a-hole for refusing a wedding gift, knowing there will be strings attached? My fiancé, 32 male, and I, 31 female, got engaged on Christmas Eve. Until recently, I had a great relationship with his family.
On Christmas Eve? What a day. Was it like a Christmas gift?
Oh my gosh, that's a whole other subject. Should me giving you the gift of wanting to marry me? Like, that's nice and all, but I don't think it's good. I had a great relationship with his family, his mum especially. But ever since the engagement, it's become really strained because she keeps trying to insert herself into our decisions and offering unsolicited advice, and I'm slowly getting at my wit's end.
It's always the mother. What?
It's not always the mother.
Yeah. The problem is rarely the father-in-law.
A few things that have annoyed me. Okay, going to do a list.
Ooh.
We want a max of around 50 people. My fiance and I are both introverts, and even the thought of being in front of that many people gives me anxiety.
Me too.
With our close friends, family, and their plus ones, we're probably already over 50. His mother insists the wedding must be a grand event with at least 150 guests. Hell no!
Why would you want 150?
Because she wants a grand event.
Grand event.
She wants the wedding she never had.
That's possible.
Next, she's gonna be a ballet dancer.
A ballet dancer?
Yeah.
At the wedding?
No, like the wife.
That doesn't make sense.
Because she could never be one.
Yeah, but you should do that with your own kids, not the people's. I found a gown in a magazine I love, and that's going to be my inspiration. It's more on the simple side, but that's my style.
And I guess it wasn't hers.
No, so it can't be yours. I showed my best friend, my mom, and my future mother-in-law because I did want her to feel included, which is very nice. Even if especially if you have reservations about her trying to take control. And she insisted it was too plain and everyone will think I'm just another guest. In a white wedding dress? I'm assuming it's a white wedding dress. At my wedding, being the only one in white.
Maybe you should read it first.
There we go.
The venue we're thinking about is too small and boring. The on-site catering is not special enough. And because my fiancé is an only child, well, there you go. This needs to be a grand affair.
That's the thing. She wanted a daughter, so she could do all that for the daughter, but she never had the daughter.
But just because you have a daughter first doesn't mean they want to get married, doesn't mean they will get married, and doesn't mean they want a grand event either. We need to get a guest list to her so she can review and approve who's coming. No, this is our wedding, not yours. Why would you comply with that?
I'm flabbergasted. Who prove what?
The wedding list to see if they're suitable for the grand event. The grand affair, sorry.
I don't know your mother. I've never met her. She can't come.
Thankfully, my fiancé is on my side and about 6 weeks ago called her and said, we know what kind of wedding we want to have and she needs to stop overstepping and questioning our choices. Good.
Keep him.
She needs to stop overstepping and questioning our choices. In an attempt to punish him and assert her authority, she went radio silent last week. Good again! She invited us to dinner on Sunday. Oh, damn, it didn't last long. And presented us with a check for $25,000.
Because she wants the power.
She was doing some thinking in that radio silence time. She thought she knew how she was going to have a little in.
That's the string attach. The gift with strings attached. They see you come in from $25,000 away.
To help with the wedding. When we got home, I told my fiance, we are not cashing the check. I'm surprised you didn't just say it right there and then. You accepted the check.
Yeah, you cash it after.
You cash it and you go do something else. He thinks I'm being ridiculous, really? I thought he was supportive and on the same page as you.
Maybe don't keep him normal.
No.
Dump him.
This can help us have the wedding we want with almost no out-of-pocket costs. Oh, but the costs will come in a different form, won't they?
A mother.
A mother?
A mother.
I told him we won't have the wedding we want because she's going to use the money as leverage to push the event in the direction she wants, obviously.
Yeah, but cash it after, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't think that she's going to go along with that.
How would she know?
No, but she still would think she has money invested in it.
Yes, but if it comes to a point where she's a pain...
That point has come.
Opie's husband said to his mother, F off. That's our wedding. We're doing what we want. Then she comes back with $25,000. There you go. I want control over you. You take it. You don't cash it, but with the intention of cashing after. As soon as she starts talking, you take the check back of your pocket. And you go, there you go. Go away. F off again.
So you're keeping it in case she doesn't do that and you get to keep it?
Yeah. She gave it to you.
That's your mother, though. You would do that to your mother?
Well, she's doing that to me.
But she thinks it's her right.
My right to cash your money that you gave me whenever I want to.
When she insists on including her friends we don't know and don't care about, she's going to say, oh, I thought the money would help cover them. When we go dress shopping, it'll be, that's a bit simple. I thought with the extra money you'd get something nicer. When we finally choose our venue, it'll be, so what exactly is the money paying for?
My God. I don't know what she sounds like, but it sounds spot on.
Yes. My fiance said it will cause a huge rift if we don't accept the money because his mother is extending an olive branch and being generous. I tried telling him it will cause a bigger rift if she gets in her mind she has a say in our choices because she's paying for it. And I shut her down every time. I feel like I'm being positioned as a bridezilla.
Well, I don't feel so far that it's being the case. I think it's a discussion happening.
She's worried though that if she's like,
No, it's not going to be that way. It's going to be my way.
that's going to come off as bridezilla.
She's being put in a position to be one.
There has to be like a clear line, and I think I see the line between a bridezilla and someone who just would like, you know, the wedding they want without being disrespectful to other people or like compromising relationships because people aren't falling in line. There's a big difference between the two to me. So I don't think she should worry about that. My fiance thinks I'm overreacting and it's the tension of the last few months exposing itself. Those kinds of answers are so annoying.
And sounds condescending.
Even my mother said I should just accept the gift. So am I the a-hole for not accepting the gift? No, I think absolutely not the a-hole.
I don't think you're the a-hole, but I think the gift could be accepted with your fiance being very clear to his mother that there's no string attached.
Okay, but he can say, oh, listen, we'll accept the money, there's no strings attached, right? And she's gonna be,
Yeah, like no strings attached.
Yeah, but then like he needs to deal with her.
But
He
will
puts her
he?
in her place.
But will he? I think he's being naive in thinking that that's absolutely not what's gonna happen. Or that's absolutely... It will happen. And I do think people who give money feel like, and some people think they do, have the right to have a say in where their money's going. Let's go to comments.
Ooh.
Not the a-hole. I'd take the money and put it in a separate account to earn interest, or just consider $25,000 your zero balance, and continue excluding her from decisions, excluding her from decisions as you've been doing. If she ever demands her money back, just send it right back and tell her it looks very poorly on her to use a gift as leverage. It's kind of your idea. This makes the scenario a win-win. You're still financing the wedding yourselves. You can use the wedding money for whatever you want, assuming she accepts being excluded. And if she doesn't, you make a little bit of interest and don't actually find yourself in a hole. Perfect plan. Do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Well, not exactly, but along the
Exactly
line.
what I said. Interest, bank account.
Opie said, I like this. Thank you. That was a smart idea about like the bank accounts, the interest and all that. But me personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. Would you?
No, I wouldn't be comfortable with that,
Yeah.
but I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. It's a great idea. It's funny, but I wouldn't do that personally. But definitely not the a-hole.
Yes, not the a-hole.
No.
You're good.
All right.
Like and subscribe, share, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.